The golf world has learned to expect the unexpected from Bryson DeChambeau. He is the man who bulked his way to a U.S. Open title, the man who defected to LIV Golf for $125 million, the man who has been booed, cheered, mocked, and celebrated more than any player of his generation. But even by his standards, what he just did is shocking. It started with a single sentence in a podcast interview, a throwaway comment, a few words that most listeners might have missed, but the golf world did not miss it. Within hours, the speculation was spiraling out of control. Bryson DeChambeau, the most polarizing figure in the sport, had hinted at a huge career move. Not a return to the PGA Tour, not a new endorsement deal. Something bigger, something bolder. Something that could change the entire landscape of professional golf. The rumors are flying, the insiders are scrambling, the fans are demanding answers, and Bryson DeChambeau is doing what he does best, keeping everyone guessing. What did he say? What does it mean? And why is the golf world exploding? This is the inside story of the hint that could change everything. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bryson DeChambeau sat across from a podcast host in a dimly lit studio in Dallas, Texas. The interview was supposed to be a routine check-in. He had done hundreds of these before. Talk about his game, talk about LIV Golf, talk about the majors. Nothing controversial, nothing surprising. But then the host asked a question that caught DeChambeau off guard. Bryson, you've done everything in golf. You've won a major. You've made a fortune. You've changed the way the game is played. What's left? What's the next mountain? DeChambeau leaned back in his chair. He looked at the ceiling. He smiled. And then he said something that no one expected. I've been thinking a lot about that. Lately, he said. I've been thinking about what legacy really means. Is it about how many trophies you win? Or is it about what you build? I'm not going to say anything concrete right now, but I will say this. I am exploring some opportunities that go far beyond swinging a golf club. Big things. Things that could change the sport forever. Stay tuned. The host tried to follow up. Can you give us any hint? Anything at all? DeChambeau shook his head. Not yet. But when I'm ready, you'll know. The whole world will know. The interview continued for another 20 minutes, but the damage was done. The clip of DeChambeau's comments was clipped, shared, and analyzed within minutes. Social media exploded. The hashtag #BrysonBigMove trended worldwide. Every golf news outlet rushed to publish their own interpretation. What did he mean by what you build? Was he talking about starting his own golf league? Was he talking about buying an existing tour? Was he talking about a massive business venture outside of golf? The speculation ranged from the plausible to the absurd. One Twitter user suggested DeChambeau was planning to run for political office. Another claimed he was launching a cryptocurrency. A third insisted he was buying a professional sports team. None of these theories had any evidence. But in the vacuum of information, speculation flourished. Sources close to DeChambeau have been tight-lipped. When contacted by Golfix, his agent replied with a single sentence. Bryson is focused on his upcoming tournaments. He has no further comment at this time. That non-answer only fueled more speculation. If there was nothing to the hint, why not just say so? The silence suggested that something was indeed brewing. The golf world is now divided into two camps. The first camp believes that DeChambeau is simply teasing a new endorsement deal or a book or a documentary. They argue that he loves attention, and that this is just another way to keep his name in the headlines. The second camp believes that something genuinely huge is coming. They point to DeChambeau's history of bold, unexpected moves. He has never been content to follow the crowd. He has always sought to disrupt. Why would this be any different? One thing is certain. Bryson DeChambeau has the golf world's attention. Every word he speaks will now be scrutinized. Every social media post will be analyzed. Every public appearance will be watched. He has planted a seed, and the entire sport is waiting to see what grows. The speculation about Bryson DeChambeau's hinted career move has reached fever pitch. Fans, journalists, and even fellow players are offering their theories. Some are grounded in logic, others are pure fantasy, but all of them share one thing in common. They reflect the deep uncertainty that now hangs over professional golf. Let us examine the most credible theories. Theory Number 1. DeChambeau is planning to start his own golf league. This is the most dramatic possibility and also the most unlikely. Starting a professional sports league requires billions of dollars, years of planning, and the support of top players. DeChambeau is rich, but he is not that rich. His net worth is estimated at $150 million. That is not enough to launch a competitor. to the PGA Tour or LIV Golf. However, he could partner with existing investors. Saudi Arabia's public investment fund has shown a willingness to spend. If DeChambeau approached them with a new concept, they might listen. But would he want to be the face of another Saudi-backed venture after the criticism he has already endured? Unlikely. Theory number 2. DeChambeau is buying a professional golf team. LIV Golf has a team format, and teams can be bought and sold. Several teams are currently owned by the league itself, not by individual investors. DeChambeau could be planning to purchase one of those teams, becoming a player owner. This would be unprecedented in golf but common in other sports. It would give DeChambeau a stake in the league's financial future and a voice in its direction. It would also be a savvy business move. If LIV Golf ever goes public, team owners could become very wealthy. Theory number 3. DeChambeau is launching a golf equipment company. He has always been fascinated by the science of golf clubs and balls. He has worked closely with Cobra to develop his single-length irons, but his contract with Cobra is reportedly ending soon. He could be planning to start his own brand, a direct competitor to TaylorMade, Callaway, and Titleist. This would be a massive undertaking, but DeChambeau has the name recognition and the technical knowledge to pull it off. He could design clubs specifically for his unique swing and sell them to amateurs who want to hit the ball as far as he does. Theory number 4. DeChambeau is retiring from golf to pursue a different passion. This theory has gained traction because of his recent comments about legacy and building. He has spoken in the past about his interest in architecture and design. He could be planning to launch a company that builds high-tech golf courses. He could be planning to write a book. He could be planning to go back to school. The possibilities are endless. DeChambeau himself has added to the confusion by posting cryptic messages on social media. One post showed a photo of a chessboard, with the caption, "Thinking several moves ahead." Another showed a photo of a construction site with the caption, "Building something new." A third showed a photo of himself as a child, holding a golf club with the caption, "The journey is just beginning." The reaction from the golf world to Bryson DeChambeau's hinted move has been as dramatic as the hint itself. Players, fans, and executives have all weighed in. The divide between those who admire DeChambeau's ambition and those who dismiss it as attention-seeking has never been wider. Let us start with the players. Rory McIlroy, who has often been at odds with DeChambeau over the LIV golf split, was asked about the hints during a press conference. McIlroy smiled and said, "Bryson is a showman. He always has been. I don't know if there's anything real behind this or if he's just having fun. Either way, I wish him well. If he builds something great, good for him." That was diplomatic. Other players were less generous. One anonymous veteran told Golfix, "Bryson talks a big game. He always has. Half the time, nothing comes of it. I'll believe it when I see it." The fans have been more enthusiastic. A poll conducted by Golfix asked, "Are you excited about Bryson DeChambeau's hinted career move?" 61% said yes. Only 22% said no. The remaining 17% said they were unsure. The numbers suggest that despite all the criticism DeChambeau has received, he remains a compelling figure. Fans want to know what he will do next. They may not always like him, but they cannot look away. The business world has taken notice as well. Several investment firms have reportedly reached out to DeChambeau's representatives to explore potential partnerships. A source in the private equity world told Golfix, "Bryson has something that money cannot buy: attention. When he speaks, people listen. When he hints at something, the world speculates. That kind of cultural capital is incredibly valuable. If he wants to launch a business, there will be plenty of investors lining up to write checks." The PGA Tour has declined to comment. LIV Golf has also declined to comment. Both organizations are likely watching the situation closely. If DeChambeau is indeed planning something that could disrupt the existing order, they need to be prepared. But if he is simply teasing, they do not want to give him the satisfaction of a response. DeChambeau himself has remained frustratingly vague. In a follow-up social media post, he wrote, "I see all the speculation. Some of it is close. Most of it is not. The truth will come out soon enough. Until then, keep guessing. It's fun to watch." That post received over 500,000 likes within 4 hours. Whether you love him or hate him, you have to admit, Bryson DeChambeau knows how to command a room. Let us take a step back and consider what Bryson DeChambeau's hinted career move means for the broader landscape of professional golf. The sport is at a crossroads. The LIV PGA war has settled into an uneasy truce. Television ratings are declining. Young fans are not embracing the game the way previous generations did. The sport needs something new. It needs a spark. Could Bryson DeChambeau be that spark? The case for optimism is strong. DeChambeau is one of the few golfers who appeals to casual fans. His personality is big, his swing is unique, his willingness to challenge authority is refreshing. If he launches a new venture, whether a league, a team, an equipment company, or something else entirely, he could bring attention to golf that it desperately needs. He could attract younger viewers who are bored with the traditional product. He could force the PGA Tour and LIV Golf to innovate. The case for skepticism is equally strong. DeChambeau has a history of overpromising and under-delivering. He once claimed he could drive the ball 400 yards on every hole. He never did. He once claimed that he would revolutionize golf with his scientific approach. The revolution never came. He has a tendency to get excited about ideas and then lose interest when the hard work begins. A huge career move requires sustained focus and discipline. Does he have that? The timing of the hint is also interesting. DeChambeau's LIV Golf contract is set to expire in December 2026. He has not yet signed an extension. The rumors have been swirling that he is unhappy with the direction of the league. He wants more control. He wants a bigger role. He wants to be more than just a player. His hinted move could be a way of applying pressure to LIV Golf's leadership. Give me what I want, or I will do something else. If that is the case, the hint is not about a specific project. It is about leverage. DeChambeau is reminding the golf world that he is a free agent, in every sense of the word. He is not beholden to the PGA Tour. He is not beholden to LIV Golf. He is beholden only to himself, and he is willing to walk away from both organizations if they do not meet his needs. That is a dangerous game. The PGA Tour has already shown that it can survive without him. LIV Golf has shown that it can survive without him. But would either organization be as strong without his presence? Probably not. DeChambeau is a needle mover. When he plays, people watch. When he speaks, people listen. He has leverage, and he is using it. So what happens now? Bryson DeChambeau has planted a seed. The golf world is watering it with speculation. The sun of media attention is shining on it, and everyone is waiting to see what grows. Several possible outcomes are on the table. Some are exciting, some are disappointing. All are possible. Outcome 1. The announcement is genuine and groundbreaking. Within weeks or months, DeChambeau reveals a major new venture. Perhaps he is buying a LIV Golf team. Perhaps he is launching his own equipment brand. Perhaps he is partnering with a major media company to create a new golf entertainment property. Whatever it is real. It is substantial. And it changes the sport. The golf world celebrates. DeChambeau's critics eat their words. His legacy grows. Outcome 2. The announcement is real but modest. DeChambeau reveals something that is significant to him, but not to the sport at large. Perhaps he is starting a podcast network. Perhaps he is opening a golf academy. Perhaps he is writing a memoir. These are all legitimate career moves, but they are not the game changers that fans are hoping for. The reaction is muted. The hype fades. DeChambeau is embarrassed by the gap between expectation and reality. Outcome 3. There is no announcement. The hint was just a hint. DeChambeau was speaking vaguely because he had nothing specific to announce. He enjoyed the attention. He reveled in the speculation. But when the time comes to deliver, he has nothing to deliver. The golf world feels manipulated. DeChambeau's credibility takes a hit. He becomes known as the boy who cried wolf. Which outcome is most likely? According to sources close to DeChambeau, outcome 1 is the goal. Bryson is not a troll, the source said. He does not tease things for no reason. When he says something, he means it. He has something cooking, and when it is ready, it will be big. The source would not provide specifics, but they offered one tantalizing clue. Think outside the box. Bryson is not trying to fit into golf. He is trying to change it. Bryson DeChambeau has hinted at a huge career move. The golf world has exploded. Now we wait. The speculation will continue. The theories will multiply. The anticipation will build. And eventually, the truth will come out. Until then, one thing is certain. Bryson DeChambeau remains the most fascinating figure in professional golf. Love him or hate him, you cannot ignore him. And that, perhaps, is the point. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell.